my net profit was Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Morgan and I have my own art small business called Morgan's Creations. In today's video, I'll be sharing my first month selling ACEOs on eBay. I'll be going over my bid results over the last few weeks. If you missed my previous video, go check that out first because that is part 1 where I talked about my first week and I showed you my first couple of sales. So this video is going to be for the following weeks. So to start off this video, I'll be going over the results of week 2. Week 2 was from May 3rd to May 9th. I got 3 sales during this week. I sold an Interstellar Gargantua art card, I sold a Stranger Things art card, and I sold a Rumi from K-Pop Demon Hunters art card. The Interstellar art card sold for $2.99. I only received 1 bid. Same thing with the Rumi one, it sold for $2.99. I received 1 bid. And my Stranger Things art card actually did very well, way better than I expected. That one received 7 bids and it sold for $8.50. That was actually my highest profiting card. That was the card that received the most bids and sold for the highest amount. So for week 2, my gross profit was $14.48 and my net profit was $9.93. Before I get into packing the orders for this week, I want to unbox something new that I got. I wanted to include thank you cards when I sell my ACEOs, and in order to do that, I just needed to get some smaller ones. So I ended up getting these from Walgreens. These are 3.5 by 5.5. Unfortunately, these were not made and processed in time for week 1, but they were here for week 2. So going forward, I was using these thank you cards. I filmed the process of shipping all of these orders, so this video might be a little bit repetitive, but I did really enjoy packaging all of these ACEOs. Like I've mentioned before, I really enjoy packing orders. It's very fun for me. It's very almost therapeutic in a way. I just like the repetitive process and I really try to put care into every package, which is another reason why I got those thank you cards to include just a nice little thank you message along with my business card. That's how I package my ACEOs, and you'll see me repeat this process multiple times throughout this video. All of the sales from this week actually came from repeat buyers. During week 1, I believe, is when I sold a Star Wars Death Star ACEO, and that same buyer bought this Interstellar one, so that was really cool to have a repeat buyer. And then the same person who bought the Stranger Things card also bought the Rumi one, so I packaged those together because obviously they're going to the same person. So it's really cool that I'm now starting to get repeat customers even after just a few weeks of having these up. Moving on to week 3. Week 3 was from May 10th through May 16th, and I'm only counting the weeks from Sunday to Saturday. This week I actually got 4 sales. The first 3 sales came on Sunday, May 10th. This was when the bidding ended. I don't know if I explained this yet, but my bidding is for a week long, so all of the auctions are only for 7 days, and they end on a Sunday night at 9 p.m. Central. So once Sunday at 9 p.m. hits, that's when all of the previous listings end and anything that has a bid gets sold. I sold one of Batman in Gotham City, another one of Batman, like a yellow minimalist painting, and I also sold a Lord of the Rings Sauron painting. All of these art cards had 1 bid, so they sold for the starting bid price of $2.99. On May 11th, the next day, Monday, I got another sale. This one was actually a buy it now. Part of my eBay listings, I have the option to buy it now. Instead of auctioning starting at $2.99, people can buy my listings now for $4.99. And this was another Batman Dark Knight Bat Signal kind of painting. So I had 4 sales during week 3. My gross profit was $13.96 and my net profit was $7.78. Here I am packaging all of my sales from week 3. These all went to different buyers. There were no repeat buyers from this week, so I had 4 separate packages. I was really excited to have somebody use the buy it now feature because I do earn a little bit more money from that. It's just really interesting to see week after week how many items sell for 1 bid, or if people buy it now, or if people have like a bidding war. It's just really interesting to see the different results and see what kind of art cards people like. The reason why my net profit is a lot lower is because I offer free shipping, so I do have to pay for shipping myself with every order. It's 74 cents per order. I pay for the labels myself. I just include that in the price. And then also eBay does have a lot of fees. They take out a large chunk of my profits. By the way, all of these were left over from my artist alley. So if you're wondering why these are all like fandom related and pop culture kind of stuff, it's because I made all of these art cards for an artist alley. You can go check out that video for more context. I was a part of a Fandom Fest artist alley back in April, and I made these art cards. It was kind of like where I first started selling them, where I debuted them. So those were sold at the artist alley, and everything left over I have been selling on eBay. So that's why all of these are like fandom and character related. I plan on making more, but for right now I was just trying to sell what I have and see how they do. Week 4 was from May 17th through May 23rd. This week I only got one sale, which is okay. I'm still happy and grateful for the one sale. This one sold on Sunday, May 17th. It was a Tatooine Sunset, Tatooine from Star Wars. I received one bid for this and it sold for $2.99. So my gross sales from this week was $2.99 and my net profit was $1.52. This week was super easy because I only had to package one item, so it did make things pretty quick. Even though I only got one sale this week and no other bids or sales, I'm still really grateful just to keep the product moving, and I'm at least packaging one order per week, which is really good, and that's a good goal for me. I want to sell at least one art card per week. Now we're getting into week 5. Week 5 was May 24th through May 30th, and it was a big week. This was actually my best week to date. I got 8 sales this week, which is a new record. It's my highest, my personal best so far. I got 7 sales on Sunday, May 24th, and I'll be referencing my notes for this one because I got a lot of sales. The first one person ordered a Mandalorian and a Dune sandworm painting. The Mandalorian one sold for $325, received 2 bids, and the Dune one received 1 bid, sold for $299. So those 2 sales together totaled $624. And then I had another buyer who bought 2 art cards. They bought an Avengers Tower one and a Dune one. The Avengers Tower one sold for $550. It had 6 bids. The Dune one sold for $299. It had 1 bid. So together this person spent $849. This was another big order, an order of 3. So this person ordered a Daredevil one. That one sold for $299. It had 1 bid. They also ordered one of Gwen Stacy from Spider-Man. This one sold for $299. It had 1 bid. And I had another one of Miles Morales. This one sold for $650 and it had 5 bids. So this person's order of art cards came to $1248. Then a few days later on May 26th, I received another order. This one was a buy it now, so somebody paid $4.99 for the buy it now option. I sold a Nightwing painting. So again, for week 5, I had a total of 8 sales. My gross profit was $32.20, but my net profit was only $22.69. Week 5 was really good. I am so grateful for all of the sales I received that week. It was super exciting. I really wasn't expecting it. It was so exciting when I saw all of the orders and the bids come in, and like always, I had a lot of fun packing all of these orders, especially for the people who ordered multiples. I just thought it was really fun. It's really cool seeing what people like, and when people buy multiple ones, it's really interesting to see like which ones they like of mine enough to purchase multiple from me. And again, I do appreciate when people buy multiple items from me. I am gonna go a little bit past a month. Technically this video is like my first 2 months selling ACEOs, but whatever, I'll just put it all into one video. Week 6 was from May 31st through June 6th, and this week was actually my worst week to date now. This was my worst week. I had 0 sales, no bids, no sales, nothing, just no traction on eBay. So that was interesting. I figured that would happen at some point. I'm sure there would be some weeks where I did not get any sales, and that's what happened for week 6. Moving on to week 7. Week 7 was from June 7th through the 13th. For this week, I only had 1 sale. This one was a buy it now, so no bids. This was for another Daredevil painting that I made. So they paid $4.99, so that was my gross profits for the week. And after fees and everything, my net profit was $3.22. Even though I only got 1 sale this week, I was still grateful that I at least got one, you know? And at this point, I don't even have that many art cards left. Week 5 pretty much wiped me out of almost all of the stock I had on eBay, so now going forward, the weeks are going to be a lot slower. Since I don't have that many left and I'm almost completely sold out now, and to end it all off, I'm currently right now in week 8. Week 8 is June 14th through the 20th. I'm currently filming this video on June 17th. Well, I'm filming this part of the video on June 17th. And so far I've had 1 order this week on Sunday the 14th. On that day I sold a Thor painting, so I have 1 sale so far for this week. That one was 1 bid, it sold for $2.99, so the gross was $2.99, and the net for this week so far is $1.51. I might have more sales later this week, who knows, but that's at least what's going on right now. For the last 8 weeks or the last 2 months, this has been my results. I had a total of 18 sales. My gross earnings was $71.61 and my net was $46.65, so definitely a large gap between my gross and my net. Any profit is good profit in my eyes, so I'm really grateful for the sales, and even just to make like around $50 or so, I would still consider that really good. The highest one sold for $8.50. That one I believe had 7 bids. It's really cool to see the maximum price that one of my cards sold for. I only have like 4 or 5 left. I'm running very low. I'm almost completely sold out, and I'm planning to restock in the next couple of weeks. I really enjoyed documenting my journey of creating ACEOs and selling them on eBay for the last few months. In the comments, let me know if this is something you're interested in. If you have any other thoughts, ideas, comments, questions, you can leave them all down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!